A different couple of stories to cover in today's video, as a Champions League winner had been very vocal with regard to two Celtic players. We will discuss this in today's video, whilst going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Greg Taylor has touched down in Greece ahead of completing a move to Super League side PAOK, with a medical now scheduled as part of the final steps in sealing a 3-year contract. It is understood the former Celtic left-back is now in Thessaloniki, with Greek outlet Nova Sports also confirming his arrival as the deal nears its conclusion. Taylor, who spent 6 seasons at Parkhead, left the club at the end of his contract and is now set to begin the next chapter of his career abroad. We first reported the strong interest from PAOK several weeks ago, with sources at the time indicating a deal could be wrapped up within 48 hours. However, delays followed as further interest emerged from other European clubs, prompting a short pause in proceedings. Despite this, the Greek outfit has held firm in their pursuit and now looks set to land their man. Taylor featured over 180 times for Celtic after joining from Kilmarnock in 2019 and played a key role in the club's recent domestic dominance under both Ange Postecoglou and Brendan Rodgers. His departure leaves Celtic with only Kieran Tierney as a senior left-back, following Matthew Anderson's move to Belgium. With pre-season now underway at Lennox Town, Rodgers will be eager to bring in another left-sided option to add competition and depth in the area. Now for the main story. Champions League winner Paul Lambert has urged Celtic stars Rio Hatate and Nicholas Kuhn to tread carefully when considering moves away from Parkhead. Kuhn has been strongly linked with a 15 million switch to Bundesliga outfit RB Leipzig, while Serie A newcomers Como have also shown interest. No talks have reached an advanced stage yet, despite some reports emerging just over a week ago suggesting that this was the case. Hatate, meanwhile, hasn't featured in much transfer chatter this summer, largely due to injury, but the Japanese midfielder has previously spoken about his ambitions to play in one of Europe's top 5 leagues. Lambert, however, has questioned whether either player is truly ready for such a leap. Speaking to Record Sport, the former Celtic captain praised Kuhn's early impact in the hoops but pointed to inconsistency. The German winger lit up the Champions League stage with goals and assists but saw his form dip after Christmas. With suitors circling, Lambert suggests the 25-year-old should think twice before leaving too soon. Lambert had this to say: "As a Celtic player, you have to be consistent. You need to hit 8 out of 10s every week, more or less. And when you don't do it, then you'll probably hear it from the supporters. He was brilliant in the first half of the season, but the season doesn't last half a year. It's a year, so you've got to perform consistently. You can't turn around and say, I'm only going to play half a year. If that were the case, then everybody would still be playing. Nobody can dispute that he was really good in the first half of the season, but do it for the full year," he said. As for Hatate, Lambert believes the midfielder has fallen short of his earlier standards. He added, "I don't know about him. I'm not sure he's hitting the heights of what he should be hitting. Everyone can say they want to play in a top 5 league, but you've got to keep proving it. I think he's tailed off a bit with consistency in playing for a club like Celtic. I think he needs to get that back into his game. I think he's a decent enough player, but nobody's bigger than the club. That's always the case. The club will always go on. If Brendan thinks it's the right decision to move him on or keep him, Brendan will know because he's a top manager. My concern for him is that he has to get back to the form that he showed when he first came in." Lambert underlined that no player is bigger than the club and backed Brendan Rodgers to make the right call regarding their futures. In other news, Giakoumakis is looking for his 3rd club in 3 years after he departed Parkhead in January 2023, according to Vamos Cruz Azul. The 30-year-old, who scored 26 goals in 57 appearances for the Hoops, has seen his post-Celtic career take him from Scotland to Atlanta United, and now it appears his time in Mexico could be coming to an end. Giakoumakis was offered to Los Angeles FC, who are seeking a replacement for Olivier Giroud, but the move has yet to materialise. With no formal offers tabled from any other side and Los Angeles FC reportedly unconvinced, his agent continues to test the water in the US market. Giakoumakis' salary, just over $3 million per year, remains a stumbling block for many potential suitors. Despite his goal-scoring record in MLS, the financial package required to secure him could be proving too rich. Speaking recently about his time in Glasgow, Giakoumakis made headlines when he admitted he'd love to return to Celtic one day. "I wish it lasted longer. I would love to play for Celtic again. he said. The remarks now take on fresh context, with the Greek forward aware he could be on the move again this summer. He was clearly trying to create some headlines and stir up some interest in him. After leaving Celtic for Atlanta under what he described as difficult circumstances, Giakoumakis now faces another uncertain chapter as he looks to secure his next move. In other news, former Celtic loanee Charlie Musonda has announced his retirement from professional football at the age of just 28, bringing an end to a career that once promised so much. Musonda's time at Celtic came during Brendan Rodgers' first spell in charge. The Belgian playmaker joined the Hoops on an 18-month loan deal from Chelsea in January 2018, with Rodgers famously stating that Celtic had beaten Real Madrid to secure his signature. Expectations were high, but Musonda struggled to make an impact during his brief stint in Glasgow. He made his debut the day after signing, coming off the bench in a 3-1 win over Hearts at Celtic Park. His most memorable moment came in Europe when he delivered a delicate assist for Callum McGregor's winner against Zenit St. Petersburg in the Europa League. However, with limited game time and a fierce battle for places in the Celtic midfield, his loan was cut short just 5 months later. Musonda's career was heavily disrupted by injuries, particularly a serious knee issue that sidelined him for over 2 years. He was never quite able to recover the spark that once made him one of Europe's most highly regarded young talents. Now stepping away from the game, Musonda takes with him the experience of a career that, while curtailed, saw him play at some of the continent's biggest clubs. Good luck to him in whatever comes next. Lastly, new Celtic signing Callum Osmond wasted no time in sharing his pride after officially completing his move to the Scottish champions. The 19-year-old striker signed a 4-year deal with the Hoops on Monday, making the switch from Fulham as Brendan Rodgers continues to strengthen his squad ahead of the 2025-26 campaign. After his announcement was confirmed, Osmond took to Instagram to post his first message as a Celtic player, simply writing, "Proud to be here." The caption was accompanied by images of him with the green and white inside Celtic Park. The London-born forward arrives in Glasgow with high hopes of breaking straight into the first team picture, and not the B team, having impressed at youth level in England. He follows Kieran Tierney, Ross Doohan and Benjamin Nygren in joining Celtic this summer. It's been a busy summer so far for Celtic, and the calendar has just been flipped to July. Osmond also revealed that he had spoken with Matt O'Reilly before making the move, with the Denmark international providing glowing insight into life at the club. With pre-season now underway, Osmond will be hoping to make a strong impression and stake his claim for minutes as Celtic prepare for a massive season both domestically and in Europe. What are your thoughts on these? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.